Hi guys, so today we'll be discussing permutations and probability. So you guys are probably wondering what a permutation and a probability is. So I looked up a quick definition and here they are. A permutation is the action of changing the arrangement, especially the linear order of a set of items. So what that basically means is the amount of ways in which a set of numbers or things can be ordered or arranged. Probability is the extent to which an event is likely to occur measured by the ratio of the favorable cases to the whole number of cases possible. So what that basically is the likelihood of something happening. Now the question is, an MP3 player has a playlist with 12 songs. You select the shuffle option for the playlist. In how many different orders can the song be played? Okay, so what we're going to have to do to solve for how many different orders the song can be played in is to use the concept of permutations. Now don't forget, for the concept of permutations, what you're trying to find is how many different orders these songs can be played in. So to solve this problem, we'd have to, of course, make some kind of equation. And in this case, this equation that we're going to be using is going to include using factorials. Now, I'm not sure whether or not you've heard of this term, but just in case, I'm going to put a quick definition of what it is. Factorial is the product of an integer and all the integers below it. N factorial is represented by an exclamation mark. Now, for example, if we had 4 factorial, it would, in expanded form, it'd be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Because remember, it is the product of an integer and all the integers below it. So we'd multiply them all together, which would be 24. The equation that we'll be using is NPR, which is equal to n factorial over parenthesis n minus r factorial. N is the total number of objects in the question. Okay? And what P stands for is permutation, of course. Now, what R represents is the number of objects from a group. Now, last but not least, what you already know is factorial, which is equal to the product times the numbers below it. Okay, so now that we know that, I think it's time we try to solve our problem. Okay, so remember, the formula is NPR, which is equal to n factorial over parenthesis n minus r parenthesis factorial. Given the information that the problem provides to us, we know that there is 12 total songs, so that would be represented by n. So it'd be 12 permutation, and then 12 for R as well, because they're asking for the different orders of all 12 songs. So 12 PR, 12 P12, which would equal to n factorial. So we'd plug in 12 for n up here as well, because that's what it is over here, over parenthesis n once again. So it'd be 12 minus r, which is 12 factorial. Once we simplify that, we come to find out that it simplifies to 12 factorial over what's 12 minus 12, 0, permutation. So basically that cancels out. So we're left with expanding the 12 factorial. Now we're going to expand it, which is 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5, and then so on, you know. So we'd have to multiply all of that. I suggest you get a calculator, as I am. So after multiplying that big old number, I came to find that 12 permutation 12 is equal to 479,001,600. So in conclusion, the songs can be played in 479,001,600 different orders.